What's up guys, Austen Summers here, international dating coach. I'm here at the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland, and today what I'm going to give you are the 4 power laws of game that you can use in your own dating life to clear away the confusion so you can move the needle and get the best dating results. So let's get into it. So these are the leading indicators, a handful of things that if you do, and you do consistently, will be responsible for about 80% of your results in game. So how I made this was I created a list of about 100 things that help you in your dating life, and then I made a power rank of what are the most important things, and then I determined what are the handful of those that will give you the best bang for your buck. The number one thing that you can do is game 4 times per week. So this is basically pretty obvious, but in order to get good at talking to beautiful women, you have to talk to beautiful women. This is the master skill that will teach you how to be good at everything, because once you understand how women work and how female psychology works, and you have a ton of social references, you could be thrown into any situation using any technique, using any platform on any type of girl and make it work. So it's kind of like the gym, but for your social skills. So if I want to get jacked, I'm going to go to the gym 4, 5, 6 times a week. If you want to get good at game, you should be going out 4, 5, 6 times a week. And these sessions can be day game, night game, social circle, or dates. So you want to go for about 2 hours or 10 approaches in each session. So if I'm going to go on a date, that'll be 2 hours. If I'm going to go out and do some day game, that would be at least 10 approaches. And with social circle, I want to be talking in a man-to-woman way with the women in the social circle. So you don't want to maximize FaceTime in a platonic way to get better at flirting. You want to maximize flirting if you want to get better at flirting. And when I do go out, I want to focus on one thing to deliberately get better at when I go out. I'm not just going out, going through the motions, pretending like things will just get better. I'm focusing on getting better at one specific skill every time I go out. For example, leading. And then there's 2 traps that people can get into. Number 1 is being the theory junkie, just consuming a lot of material. And the reason why people do that is because they're afraid of taking action, afraid of the discomfort of taking action in that moment. The second thing is the procrastinator. And that's people who say, oh, when I get this body, then I'll start taking action. Or when I get this job, then I'll start taking that action. Or when, I feel like it, I'm gonna be doing it. No, you want to essentially say, now is the time for action. Think about at a meta level, if you're just kicking the can down the road for the rest of your life saying, I will do it in the future, you're training your brain to say, I will do it in the future, as opposed to saying, I will do it now. And now is the only time that action can actually happen. So don't procrastinate, don't be a theory junkie, take action now. So the second power law of game is messaging 5 to 10 girls every single day. Now, if you don't have tons of girls that you're getting contacts from game right now, you should be going on dating apps, and you should be going on Instagram, finding local places near you that would have girls such as universities or beauty salons, and messaging those girls, just straight up DMing them. And the point of messaging a bunch of girls, it communicates to you subconsciously that you have abundance. If one option doesn't pan out, another one very may well pan out. So you have multiple options, and at the same time, what you're messaging one girl, you can message another. She brings up a topic of conversation with you that you can use with another. So it's actually easier to message 5 at the same time than it is 1. And most interactions that you have will not just continually go until you're in a bedroom or in a relationship. There are natural stopping points where you have to get a number, and then you have to text to bridge to a date. So the vast majority of girls that I've been with in my life have come through a girl that I had to message to get a meetup. So if you're not messaging a ton of girls every single day, then you're not going to be getting maximum results in dating. If you want optimized lines for texting, you can basically sign up for Game Transformation. It's my course that I spent about 2 years creating with my team, and it has the optimized lines for texting. You can even download my optimized lines into your phone to use on dating apps and also just messaging girls for meetup. Power law number 3, get a wingman. Game is not a solo journey. The likelihood of getting good at game all on your own is extremely improbable. The reason why is essentially we evolved in tribes, and we went out hunting in smaller subgroups of about 3 to 6 men when we'd go out. And your brain is kind of wired to have that inner group of guys around you going out and hunt. And when you think about game, it literally is kind of like hunting. Like you're going out, you're meeting, there's some options pan out, some don't. When you have one that's really good, you stick on it and then you pull. So kind of a weird analogy. I know people are gonna get fucked up by hearing the word hunt and women. Okay, let's not be retarded or gay. Power law number 4, analysis. So if you're just going out and having a great time and meeting a bunch of girls, you know, you will make progress, but the progress won't be nearly as fast as you want it to be unless you reflect back on your experiences, analyze them, and determine what improvements need to be made. So there's 3 levels of this that I want to bring you through. The first one is just writing a field report. So you guys may have heard about this. It's basically like a summary of the time that you had out gaming. And the most elementary version of this is writing 3 things that you did well and 3 things that you need to improve on. If you want to go more in depth, write a longer summary. If you want to write it by girl, that's fine. Those are all bonuses. The second level would be audio or video clips of you gaming. And as long as you do like 1 of these a week, that's just a good snapshot of where you're at, you can determine a lot of changes that need to be made. And one of my favorite anecdotes about this, there's these dating coaches back in the day that had a huge company, and this is around 2011, and they thought that they were the shit. They were like, dude, we're so good at game, we're getting the best results, this is amazing. And then what happened is they got infield footage of them. So basically they had a camera guy film them, get audio, etc. And they reviewed their footage and they literally, like their jaws dropped. And they were like, holy fuck, we suck. They saw all these little flaws and like mistakes that they were making, things that they didn't hear that the girl said, like, just fucked up strategy, their voice was a little off. Like they found so many things that they had to improve after reviewing it, because there's no more objective proof of what you did while gaming than having HD audio and video of what you're doing. So the third level of this is taking that audio and that video that you get and having someone analyze it. This is something that I personally do for myself, but I also do it for my mentorship students. So they submit new infields every week, and I basically analyze what they could do better, what they're doing well, and I give them steps on how to improve. So if that's something that you'd like to have, is me personally review your audio and video clips so that you can improve faster and faster at game and get the results you want, tap the link in the description or the top comment below, austensummers.com/mentorship. So hopefully that cleared a lot of the confusion for you about what to focus on in this space. And if you're focusing on other things and not these main 4 things, it's time to shift your focus onto what really matters. And to recap, that's game 4 times a week, night game, day game, social circle, and dates. It's messaging 5 or more girls every single day. It's getting a wingman or a support group that you can go out with to game that motivates you and supports you. And lastly, analysis. You have to analyze your time out gaming in field reports, writing 3 things you did good, 3 things you did bad, through getting video clips and audio clips and listening to them to see what you can do better. And lastly, getting a mentor's analysis on that stuff so you know exactly how to improve, who gives you marching steps for how to go forward. Again, austensummers.com/mentorship if you want that. Hit the like button on the way out, subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.